It's a place you probably pass every day, the John A. Lau restaurant and pub. But what you may not know is this building's history has a particularly haunted past. Tonight we turn back the pages of history and journey to a simpler time when Alpena was beginning to thrive as an industrial community. Old Town Alpena is known for its older buildings and rich history. The John A. Lau restaurant and pub is no exception. Opened in 1893, John Lau wanted to create a saloon where the average worker could sit down and unwind after a hard day's work. After changing hands many times in the past, the current owners, John and Connie Vinchuk, discovered the property up for sale and couldn't pass it up.
It was an interesting old place. At that time we were working with the city to try to get a small city block grant so that the city could repair the street and the park across the way. They needed private investment to receive the grant, so we invested in a restaurant and started this place.
One of John Lau's children was still alive when they purchased the building, and they kept in contact, asking questions about how to restore the building to its original appearance.
As soon as we started the project, putting it together, Madeline English from Detroit, or Grosse Pointe, was the son of John Lau, and she was quite interested in the project, and we talked to her a couple times. We've got 2 or 3 letters up in the front wall, right in the front door.
Aside from the appearance of an older restaurant, it didn't take too long for John's wife to have an encounter she couldn't explain.
Talked to quite a few people that have. Like I mentioned, my wife carrying a board out, 2x8 out the back door, and somebody picked it up and helped her carry it outside. She thought it was me. When she turned around, nobody was there.
But this is just the beginning. During our time touring the building, everything from the upstairs apartments to the basements and the restaurant, waitstaff reported 15 different instances of paranormal activity.
And when they came in, there was chairs moved over here. Both John and the waitress walked by and things were fine. When they opened up in the morning, they go back by again. 2 chairs are out blocking the aisle, and John says to Bev, "What are you doing here?" And he says, "I'm not doing anything. I thought you were doing something, you know," and it's like, okay.
The current banquet room is no exception. Originally a funeral home, spirits are said to wander at night. The basement was the mortuary and is now just an open space.
There's this one gentleman I met recently. My brother bought a house in Grand Lake, and I met one of his neighbors, and I told him, "I work at the John A. Lau." He's like, "I'll never go there again." And I'm like, gosh, you know, I'm thinking the food, the service. I mean, I just started here. I'm kind of like very embarrassed and mortified. Well, what happened, you know? And he says, "Well, I went in, somebody died there," he says. I'm like, well, okay. He's been in here twice. His lips turn blue and he turns all white. He can't stay in here.
Paranormal investigators have toured the building and have reported spirits among the living. The most notable one is Agnes, the wife of first owner John A. Lau. She is assumed to be the spirit you see in this photograph, taken from the 2nd floor.
One funny thing that happened when I first started here, I had read that Agnes, if she didn't like a new waitress, she'd cause problems for you. And I think it was the first week I worked here, I went to pour a beer, and the keg handle just broke right off. And okay, could have happened, it was heavy, so I tried another beer that same day and I broke that handle off, and the beer just kept flowing and flowing. And when the person came to fix it, he said, "You couldn't have broke that if you were jumping up and down and pulling on it. It probably was faulty." So you never know, it could have been faulty, but I've done this a long time. I've never broke a beer keg before.
Whether you believe in spirits or not, it's hard to shy away from the idea there isn't something keeping watch over the waitstaff and the restaurant.
It's a wonderful place, and I think if any place was going to be haunted by a spirit, that this is a good place to. I personally don't have any experience with that here. I've never seen anything. I've never heard any stories personally, but it's really old and historic, so I think it has potential.
I can't say there isn't. I mean, I haven't been here that long to say there isn't. If somebody has seen different things that has happened, I guess that's their opinion.
So if you're looking for an adventure into the paranormal, pay a visit to this historic restaurant, and you never know what just might surprise you.